Hello, this is Glenn Buckman with Mountain Fresh Water Systems. I wanted to make this short video to show a few of my customers how to be able to replace what's called a seal pack inside of a Clack WS1 control, which is what you'll find on the top of the line systems that we carry, either the Pinnacle or the Olympus systems. So how we handle this, the first thing you do is you need to put the unit in bypass. Now on the back of the system, there's two bypass valves here, and these two bypass handles here need to be pointed towards each other. And if you do that, you'll stop the flow of water, because when you open it up, you're going to have a lot of water come out otherwise. So then you turn the system towards so it's close to you. Then there's on both sides of this control panel here, this faceplate, there's two little tabs. You just pull those off, and these little tabs, you can snap them back in place. And then after you've done that, you'll want to take the faceplate off and exposing the back of the valve. And how you do that is you secure these two little tabs on the top, right where my two fingers are, and you push them up, and that will allow you to pull the faceplate off and set it off to the side. You don't have to disconnect the wiring or anything like that. It makes it very easy to access. Now, you have the front disc here that has a number of holes in it, and they correspond with the notches or the little stubs that come out of the tool. This repair tool is designed specifically for this control system. So what you do, you need to put them on here, and then you need to hold the control and push up, and that will open it up. So then as you open this faceplate up here, you'll eventually get it loosened up to the point where you can unscrew it. And as you do that, you'll be able to see that there'll be this little tab going on the inside here, and it goes into what's called the seal pack. The seal pack is basically just a little basket full of O-rings, and what happens, these O-rings eventually will flatten, they'll get nicks in them, perhaps you get some debris in there that will chip them, or sometimes they just go bad, period. And inside you'll see that there's just a cavity that you'll have to take a brand new one just like this and put it in place. You don't need to use white plumber's grease, although that's not bad to do. Just put it on the O-rings themselves if you have any. Otherwise, don't worry about it. There's really not that big of a deal to it. And you want to make sure that this goes in, the pointed end in. Put that in place and snug it in. The only other reason you might have is occasionally there'll be this little part here that will snap off. This sometimes will get a nick in it too, but it's pretty rare. So normally it just fits right in place. You take the tab, and you take this stub and you put it back in, and you screw it all the way in. Okay. You take your tool and you snug it back down. You don't have to go crazy with it, but you want to make sure it's nice and snug so it doesn't leak. Now when you do this, when you open this up, there's water in there that will come out. As I said before, you probably want to put a towel here to catch any water, and then that way you minimize how much you've done. So give it a good snug tug, and you're in good shape. Now one thing I wanted to explain to you too, before you put the thing back together, this little dial here, you need to have it back maybe about an inch from the tab, if you can see that okay. The front part here, this will screw all the way out or screw all the way in. You want it about halfway through, so about an inch or so in here. That'll put it in position. Then you take your faceplate and put it back over. There's two little notches below that kind of grab into it, so you have it, and you snap it back in place. Okay, and then you put your faceplate back on, and then you take your unit out of bypass. And that's how hard it is to replace the seal pack. Now that's the hardest thing you're going to do on a Clack system. So you see why we love this valve. I can send a $12 an hour filter change tech out to do the repairs, or I can even teach you through a simple video how to do the hardest part itself. So it's a really reliable valve, and it's very simple to work on. So that's all there is to it, guys. So it's a quickie demonstration. If you have any questions, you got my office number, 480-899-8889. That's 480-899-8889. Or our Utah office number is 801-590-6633. That's 801-590-6633. Look forward to hearing from you, and hope everything goes well. Thank you. Bye-bye now.